everyone, this is Certain Uncertainty, and in this video, we are going to talk about the concept of ratio. This is my first tutorial content in mathematics, so for more upcoming tutorials, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell to receive updates. So okay, let us start. To fully understand the concept of a ratio, having knowledge in fractions and simplifying fractions is a prerequisite. So let us first define ratio. So by definition, ratio is a way of comparing two or more quantities having the same units. So to make it simple, it is just about comparison on how big or small the first quantity compared to the second quantity. But take note of the word same units. It should be of the same units because if we compare two or more quantities of different units, it is no longer ratio. We call it rates. Example of comparison that could be ratios are comparing number of boys to the number of girls in a class, comparing number of teachers to the number of learners in a certain school, comparing number of books in mathematics to the number of science books available in a particular library, and etc. So as long as it is of the same unit, it is a ratio. We can write ratios in different forms. It could be in word form like this. A is to B. Take note, A and B represent the first and second quantity respectively. It could be in colon form. In colon form, we read the colon as is to. So the expression, this expression can be read as A is to B. It could also be in fraction form, A over V. Okay, but the most common form of ratio is in colon form. So how can we write a certain situation or comparison in form of a ratio? Let us have some examples. Let us take this one. There are 3 chocolate donuts and 5 strawberry donuts in a box. What is the ratio of chocolate donuts to strawberry donuts? So this is a comparison between number of chocolate donuts and strawberry donuts. So we can express this as a ratio. So in word form, it could be 3 chocolate donuts is to 5 strawberry donuts. In colon form, we could express that like this. It can be read as 3 is to 5. In fraction form, it could be 3/5. Take note that we must express ratio in lowest term or in simplified form if necessary. So let us have another example. There are 5 apples and 15 oranges in a basket. So letter A, express the ratio of apples to oranges. And letter B, express the ratio of oranges to apples. So the ratio of apples to oranges is 5 apples is to 15 oranges, or 5 over 15. So look at the fraction 5 over 15. It is not in its lowest term. So we must reduce it to its lowest term. To reduce it in its lowest term, divide both the numerator and the denominator by the GCF, or the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor of 5 and 15 is 5. So the numerator, 5 divided by 5 is 1. So we have a numerator of 1. And the denominator, 15, divided by 5 is 3. Therefore, the ratio of apples to oranges is 1 is to 3, or 1/3. Okay, next. Letter B. The ratio of oranges to apples. So, what's the difference between A and B? If you will notice, it is just the order of quantities we are comparing. So we must be particular with the orders of the quantities when we are dealing with ratio. Okay, so the ratio of oranges to apple is 15 oranges is to 5 apples, or 15 over 5. Again, can still reduce this in its lowest term. So divide it by its GCF. Divide the numerator and the denominator by its GCF, which is 5. So the final answer is 3 is to 1 in column form, or 3 over 1, or just 3 in fraction form. So let us have a little bit complicated example. So here it is. A class of 60 students has 25 boys. So letter A, what is the ratio of boys to girls? And letter B, what is the ratio of boys to the entire class? So let us have the ratio of boys to girls first. Okay, given the number of boys, which is 25, and okay, so we don't know how many girls are there. So to express the same ratio, we must know the number of girls in the class first. So to find out the number of girls, so subtract the number of boys from the number of students in the entire class. So we have 60 minus 25. So 60 minus 25 is 35. So therefore, there are 35 girls in the class. So therefore, the ratio of boys to girls in the class is 25 boys is to 35 girls, or 25 over 35. Again, can reduce this to lowest term by dividing both the numerator and denominator by its GCF, which is 5. So the ratio is 5 is to 7, or 5 over 7. How about the ratio of boys to the entire class? So we're going to compare the number of boys to the number of students in the entire class. So it is 25 is to 60. 25 is the number of boys and 60 is the number of students in the entire class. So it is 25 is to 60, or 25 over 60. So still, we can reduce this in its lowest term. So therefore, the ratio is 5 is to 12, or 5 over 12. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.